Let's not start channel. My name is Marek and today I will be unboxing something really beautiful. I was waiting a long time for this one. It's a Rolls-Royce Phantom 6 and it's brand new. It just came in and it's gonna be awesome. It's made by Kyosho here, yeah, and actually I will not delay this beautiful moment and I will just unbox it straight away. So let me just take it out of the box. Yeah, so no more words, because I know that you all want to see the model, nothing else. And this is why I will not say anything before it's fully out of the box. It's maybe a little bit difficult. It's very long. And I will place the box here. And now we can start with the unboxing really slowly. And on the top, you see here, it says Kyosho. This side is top. It's the 1-18 Rolls-Royce Phantom 6. And also here the number of the item 8905. So that should be the code, okay? And maybe before I do anything else, let me also check if there are screws. There are no screws, which is awesome. And I always say, if there are no screws, then it's a good job, yeah? Well done. And Kyosho is one of my favorite because they don't use any screws to screw things up. And okay, so there is only this little paper holding the box together, the upper and bottom part. So let me now, for the first time in history, reveal this to you and to myself as well. Alright, it's gigantic. It's really super big and wow, it looks so great. It looks so great, guys, and of course I want to take it out. I want to pull it out of the box right now and I want to be super careful. Okay, so is there something else in the box? Nothing here, nothing there, only there is some kind of holder here and there is a piece of plastic, yeah, so just to hold the car inside. I will put everything aside. And now we have only this beauty. Wow, I was waiting for this such a long time. And actually, I saw this on eBay many times. But then I found a seller, a retailer in Poland. And actually, the shipping cost was not that high, yeah, something like, I don't know, 20 euro, which is acceptable. And the model itself, it was something like 200 or 250 euro, so nothing really cheap in compared to other cars I reviewed recently, but this one is a beauty. And what I will do now is really to remove all the tapes, which are here and everywhere. And then I will review the exterior of the car, and then the next thing is that I will also review the interior. So what I see here now, and the first thing is that I see here this tape, and I want to somehow remove it very carefully. Okay. So I just removed it on one side and I want to do the same on the other side as well. I don't know if I should use gloves or not. Maybe you still remember when I reviewed the newer Phantom. It was the Phantom 7. I believe so, because 8 is not released yet. And on the Phantom 7, I used gloves, yeah, because I wanted to be so careful without the F word. And Here I don't use gloves anymore because I can polish it later, yeah, so I have my wax and everything. I see there are some particles of dust on this car and I don't want it to appear. Okay, so where to start? Maybe as usually I will start in the front. And the front of this car is so majestic, so awesome, yeah, so let me zoom in and maybe show you already some of the details. So Phantom 6 on the license plate, and then you have a lot of chrome. The front grille is so big, yeah, it looks like some ancient Roman buildings. And also the front lights, you see, so we have here the main lights and then also here additional lights, and here we have also the turning signals, which are orange. Additional turning signals here and also in the back, of course. And I also like this statue, the Spirit of Ecstasy. And maybe you remember on my previous review of the Phantom 7 I couldn't find it, and here it's already attached and it's beautiful. Look at that, it's so beautiful. And also the Rolls-Royce small logo just below, so it's all very nice. So I would say the front of the car is 10 out of 10 because it's so realistic, so detailed, and I don't know, there is really nothing I can comment like bad thing or some disadvantage. No, everything 100%. Okay, also the front bumper here, it's so shiny, and also look at that, it really looks like real metal and it's so nicely polished. Wow. Alright, so maybe now time for the side view. Oh, before I go to the side view, does it have suspension? Wow, working suspension. People, this is awesome. Working suspension, and also in the rear. Also in the rear. So far this car is 100%, okay? So it will be also reflected in my final review of, or rating at the end of the video, of course, because this is just great. Then we have the wheels, which are pretty awesome, look at that. And there's the small Rolls-Royce logo in the middle, and they are so shiny, beautiful. And the tires, it feels like real rubber. Okay, so hopefully nothing will be broken. Maybe you remember when I reviewed the Bentley Arnage, the suspension here was broken, but on this car it's also brand new and nothing is broken so far. We have the very nice transparent windows, and you can see already a little bit what is inside, but later we will have a better look when I open the doors. And we can also see the door handles, which are also beautiful, also the keyhole. There is also a small tiny keyhole in the back, so you can lock or unlock the second door, the door for the owner of this car in reality. So this car usually is driven by a chauffeur, by a professional driver, not by the owner itself. So that's maybe why they also have a lock here, so that the driver would only be able to unlock the front door, while the owner would be able to unlock the second door. I don't know. Yeah, so let me also drink a little bit before I continue. Okay, so the rear wheels are exactly the same like in the front, and what I also like is this long line, this chrome line, which is also apparently very nicely done. There are no gaps in between the doors. That's maybe also caused by the fact that this is a black car. I only collect black limousines because there is no gap visible almost on all the cars, and there is also a nice frame around the windows everywhere here. Okay, so there is no sunroof, yeah, so this is just solid and very nicely polished. It's so shiny, wow. And then in the back, what is interesting and what I already see now are those black parts just behind this glass, yeah, and I think they are not speakers or subwoofer because this is quite old car, and I don't know who would place maybe here 6 different speakers just behind the passengers. Yeah, usually this is only done for some tuning, but I'm wondering, are these really speakers? I have never had a chance to see this car live, so I cannot really tell you. Yeah. So this is also why I collect diecast models, because at least I have some opportunity to have this experience to see the car. And maybe this is the case for all of you that you collected because of this. Alright, so before I open the trunk, let me just also review here the rear of the car. So again, Phantom 6, and here the handle. We have nice rear bumper, and here on the bumper there is another Rolls-Royce logo. So let me just zoom in very briefly so that maybe you will be able to see it. Yeah, it's here, and it's not that easy to see it, but with the right angle you would be able to see that. Okay, then we have very old school, I would say very old school rear lights. They look like from the 1950s. Actually, this whole car looks a little bit ancient, yeah. So it was produced during a very long period, and actually it has some shapes that were there like in 1960s, 70s, but it was also produced in the 80s and maybe also in the 90s, which is the longest produced car I have maybe ever seen, and it still has the same shape. Yeah, so you cannot really tell if this is like 50 years old, 30 years old, or what exactly is the age. And it really doesn't matter, because it was produced to give you such a level of comfort that even after 50 years from now, it will be a very comfortable and very amazing car. And this is why I only have it as a model and never will have it as a real model, unless I have 5 million subscribers and then I earn for that, but that will probably never happen. Okay, so I'm now slowly opening already some of the doors, and first I will open the doors, and you can already notice that the steering wheel is on the right side, so it's really the British version, no fake. And I will also open here. So I will attempt to open everything now, yeah, and then later I will show you the details. So I don't know if there is a button here below, probably not. Okay, so this is the old-fashioned way how to open the engine. Oh, you see? Wow. Does it mean that I'm not able to open both parts at the same time? Probably. Okay, so I'm only able to open one side of the engine at a time, so not the whole engine. Very interesting. Very interesting. Okay, let me have a little bit of coffee. Alright, so let's start maybe with the engine, and I will have a very close look now. Okay, so you can see the engine here, and with all the wires and all the details. Also maybe some warning sign here. Is it the battery? Maybe. I don't know exactly. There are so many details. And let me also show you from this angle when I open the second part. So I can do now this. And suddenly I'm able to see what is on the other side. And see, there are again some gray details. Like here, I don't know, what is this? Is it for the fluid for cleaning the windows, maybe? And there are a lot of warnings here, a lot of labels, and I want to see what is on those stickers. So, okay, so now I'm not able to zoom in because I don't have autofocus. Let me try one more time. Are you able to read that? I am not. Maybe only the second one from the top says Rolls-Royce, but for the rest it's so tiny, I'm not really able to read it and tell you what it is. And there are, oh, look at all the details. Wow. That's amazing, isn't it? The big pipe. Again, some stickers with different colors. Here the Rolls-Royce sign on one of the tubes. So really they paid a lot of attention to all those details. Yeah? This is not a low-class model, or this is actually a very precise model which actually also costed quite a lot. Yeah? As I said, more than 200 euro. And you should expect a lot of details because this is so unique. Alright, and now what I will do now is that I will show you a little bit more the interior of the car. So from this side, when I check it from this side, not so much is visible. Yeah, so the steering wheel, the dashboard is quite flat, and the inside of the door also there are not so many spaces. Like maybe you know what, here there's a compartment which is now closed and I'm not able to open it. The same here, a compartment, I can only see the handle here. Maybe you can open the whole thing, and there are actually not so many details. So here's some wooden decoration, the same here. And actually the windows, they have only a small frame which is only painted from one side. Yeah, so you can only see it from the outside, but from the inside there is no frame around the windows. What is also worth mentioning is actually the side mirror, which is, I don't know, there is no sticker. It's just one piece and it's quite reflective. Yeah, so it's very nicely done. But I'm also, you know, it's so sensitive. Maybe if I just touch it one time, my fingerprints will be there forever. So this is why I don't do it. I don't recommend it. Never touch the rear mirrors. Okay, so now the back of the car, and you can see that there are some seats in the second row which you can fold and unfold. Wow, let me do that. Wow, so now this is fully unfold, and you can see that some people can sit also here. And when I fold it here to the front, now we have enough space for his or her majesty to go and enter the car, and the rear seats, which is quite amazing. Okay, let me also very quickly review here what is in the trunk. And actually it's one big black hole. I can feel carpeting there, but there are no things, so there is no luggage, nothing in there. Don't expect any accessories, so there is no luggage at all, no umbrellas. And maybe I'm a little bit sad because I would expect some luggage. Oh, please, Kyosho, next time think of me and think of my recommendation and put there some luggage inside. Otherwise, I can also buy some separate luggage on eBay. The same here, so another chair, but honestly, would you like to sit here on this very tiny chair? You see, it's very tiny in compared to the big, huge chair which is just here for the driver. So this is so miniature for some, I don't know, very small people or even smaller people. I don't know. Okay. Now you can see the steering wheel, and what I will check if this is connected to the wheels. So when I'm turning the wheels, it's only a little bit turning the steering wheel. Yeah, so it's not really 100%. Yeah, so yeah, it's very difficult. It's somehow connected, it's somehow working, but don't expect miracles. So it's just there. Okay, and you can see also here all the different wooden parts. Yeah, so can I open some of them? No, unfortunately not. But at least I can operate this chair here in the second row. Of course, in the third row, you can see also the seat belts, and also here the seat belts. Wow, I'm now wondering if the front of the car is suitable for 3 people, or only for two, because the chair is like very wide and it's connected in the middle, so maybe the third person can sit there, so it would be in the end for like 7 or 6, 7 or 8 people, yeah, which is quite amazing. So maybe one more time, do we have the pedals here, the accelerator and the brake? Oh, it's quite strange. So there's also this handbrake, maybe you can see it here, which is something that is not really existing in the modern cars like that. And you can see also here the clusters, gauges, everything behind the steering wheel. It's also very interesting to see that, also the air conditioning, so they paid attention to all those details. Also on the steering wheel you can see the Rolls-Royce logo, very tiny, but it's there. Wow, so this is really something amazing. Yeah, so once again, let me zoom out a little bit, close the door for you, and sometimes I'm forgetting to also review the bottom of the car, but I will not forget this time. I'm fully dedicated to do that, and I remember to do that. Yeah, so let me just first drink this coffee and... Now, I just don't know how to hold it exactly so that I don't do anything wrong. Yeah, sometimes it's very heavy. Wow, it's so heavy! I need muscles! Okay, so now, wow, this Kyosho here, made in China, 1/18 Rolls-Royce Phantom 6, and there's the exhaust, the pipes, not so many details, but at least something. It's not flat like on some models. I'm glad that it's not flat. You can see the suspension, maybe not really all the details, but it's there and it's working, yeah. But in the front, it really works perfectly. Alright, so this is the car. It's really awesome. Now people, tell me, what do you think about this Rolls-Royce Phantom 6? Do you like it? I definitely do like it, and I will keep this one, definitely. It's one of the best models I have seen during all the years that I'm reviewing and collecting. And I want to tell you one more thing. I already shoot 100 videos, and this is also a little bit to celebrate it, because now when I see this car I feel proud, yeah. I feel very proud of what I'm doing here, because this is not a regular car. When you go to a toy shop you don't see this. You really need to deserve it. And when I started collecting cars, I would never thought that one day I would be collecting like 200 euro cars. And now, today, I'm sitting here and reviewing this. Amazing. And this is also the danger of collecting cars. So if you are like me, then it will probably cost you a lot of money, which I'm not proud of. But somehow, when I see something which is missing in my collection, I need to have it, yeah, whatever it costs, and that's the problem, people. That's the real problem. And it's also a problem of space, so I will be selling like 5, 6, 7, 8 models to have more space for my future models, because I already know I will be reviewing some models for you. And now let me show you some pictures. So I will be reviewing this, that, and that. Yeah, and maybe you already know, maybe not, but you will see. Okay, so now thank you for watching. Thank you for watching today. It was my pleasure to be here with you, almost 30 minutes, and see you next time. Now only time for the final rating, so wait for it. Here's the final rating. Bye bye.